Hello, everyone. Kevin Ikov here from Kevin Ikov Ministries. Today, I'm going to talk about reincarnation and the fact that reincarnation should be a big part of your spiritual life and your spiritual development. Why reincarnation has kind of been taken out of some of the religions. I'll discuss that briefly, and also talk about two particular PhD prepared professors out of the University of Virginia, have spent the last 40 years working and developing and basically proving reincarnation exists. And so there are two doctors. One of them's actually passed away. They wrote this book before. It also includes the book Life Before Life and Return to Life. John B. Tucker, MD, is the one doctor, and Ivan Stevenson, MD. They're MDs, and again, like I said, they're out of the University of Virginia, and they wrote this wonderful book in which they follow children, and they follow children that have experienced reincarnation in birth, and they try to get to the children prior to the family investigating it so that they're the initial investigators before anything else happens. That's the best way they can do it, so that there's no other intervention in it other than them. They're doing the initial investigation, and they may go back. It's usually not in the United States of America, mainly because the beliefs of Americans and our religion here that prevents us from really believing in reincarnation at all. So if you have a religion that prevents you from believing in reincarnation, it's very hard to find people and subjects that have been reincarnated here in the US, because most of the families here do not believe it. However, there are some studies in the United States in the book. So it's a very interesting book. It's a very great documentation, as far as I'm concerned, on the development of reincarnation and how does reincarnation work as far as a spiritual practice for you, because it's not in religion. Religions have taken it out because of the process. Well, once you die, you go to heaven. Well, if you're reincarnated, where's all that? And where does heaven exist? And then it becomes complicated, doesn't it? So the thing is, reincarnation is a real thing. It needs to be reinstituted, and it needs to be studied as a spiritual science and a spiritual practice to help you in your evolution, to help you in your practice to develop the self, the small self leading to the large self, the divine self. And so you can use reincarnation as a tool, but you have to first know that it exists and feel that it exists, and far beyond believing it exists, knowing it exists. Asians and other people like Tibetans, they've known for years about reincarnation. They have been able to mark their fellow loved one prior to their death, and they're able to trace or follow that person or find that person in the next lifetime based off of that mark that they put on that body prior to its death. And this is often true of the Dalai Lama. They keep finding a new Dalai Lama every time. The Dalai Lama passed away, and they go and they search and they find a new Dalai Lama. They mark the Dalai Lama. That's how they find them. And so this has been going on for generations upon generations of following people in reincarnation. What can it do for the spiritual self? Spiritually, it can help you clear away some deep, dark past karma that was brought with you from the previous life into this life. It can help you clear a lot of that. It can help to have psychological studies and development that will help you gain a stronger sense of evolution into the sainthood or into your spiritual practice. So the more you understand, the more you realize reincarnation, and the more you're able to understand and develop it within your own self, the more spiritual ground you will develop. And you will, at some point, know spiritually some of your previous lives. And that may not be something to dwell on, but it's certainly something that you can work on to develop your own spiritual presence and practice. And so I hope this little piece that I did on reincarnation helped you do some investigation yourself into it. You may feel things within your own self. Like a lot of people that are reincarnated will find they often are attracted to things in another country, like Egyptian or English or something from Japan or whatever it is. You may find you have an affinity to like those particular objects or items. A lot of times that is based off of reincarnation. You were probably that person from Japan or England or wherever that item is from, and you are attracted to it and seem to constantly be attracted to those types of things. That's often a significant sign that you were in that particular country or part of that lifestyle at one time. No proof to that. The only real proof is at the child age. And once they reach a certain age beyond that, they lose all of that because society just, it's like an ocean wave coming over them. And whatever was there initially, they recognized in reincarnation, as they start to live this new life, they start to forget all of that. And it's no longer a part of them anymore. And so I'm saying we can develop this for our own selves to make a tool shed of very, very powerful things to help our own spiritual evolution by knowing and understanding reincarnation. And with that being said, I wish you all a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful year ahead. Namaste, Jai Bhagwan. May you see the light within yourself and within all others. Have a blessed day.